Good day, everyone. Today we will discuss one of the topics in Mathematics 7, that is circle and its parts. Again, our topic for today is all about circle and its parts. I hope that you will learn from our discussion for today. By the way, I'm Teacher April, your study buddy for today. Our topic for today is one of the most essential learning competency in Mathematics 7 for the third quarter. So the most essential learning competency 9 is all about illustrates, circle, and the terms related to it: the radius, diameter, center, arc, chord, central angle, and inscribed angle. For the objectives, at the end of the lesson, you are expected to define, identify, and name the terms related to a circle, such as radius, diameter, chord, center, arc, central angle, and inscribed angle. Okay, what do you see on this picture? Do you see circular object? How about this one? What part of our house? Do you see circular object? Next. How about this? Do you see circular object here? Next. Do you see circular objects? How about this one? Are there circular objects? How about outside your house? Do you see circular objects? So we have circle is one of the most important shapes in geometry. So circle is derived from a Greek word koklos or kerkos, which means hoop, hoop or ring. So how do we define circle, or what is circle? So circle is a set of all points in a plane that are equidistant from a fixed point called the center. So that means it has an equal distance from a fixed point, and that fixed point is called center. The center is the midpoint of the circle, and the distance around the circle is called circumference. And circle is named by its center. So that means from this figure, we have circle O, and then there are points. We have point A, point B, point C, point D, and point E, which are equidistant from a fixed point called the center, which is circle O. So what are the terms related to circle? So the first one here is radius. So radius is the distance from the center to any point of the circle. And the plural form for radius is radi or radii. Okay, so since the center of the circle is point O, therefore the figure is circle O. And from circle O, the line segment from center to the around the circle, so we have point B. So we have radius OB. Another radius here is radius OD, or line segment OD. And also we have the line segment OA, OC, and OE. So those are radius or radii of circle O. Therefore, there are 5 radius or radii on this circle. Next, how about chord? So chord is a segment whose endpoints are on the circle. Again, the endpoints are on the circle. So since we have circle O, and then the line segment whose endpoints are on the circle, we have from point B to point D. So we have line segment BD as the chord of circle O. Then you can form other chords also from the figure since there are 5 points around the circle. Next, diameter is the chord that contains the center of the circle. So diameter is the longest chord of the circle and it is twice the length of the circle's radius. So if you're going to observe the figure, we have point O as or the center of the circle. And we have point A and point D. If you are going to connect, it passes through the center of the circle. So therefore, that is the diameter. And the diameter is half of the circle. And it is the longest chord. And the measure is twice the length of the circle's radius. So we have diameter AD or DA. Okay, ating matuklasan. So the first question here is a chord the same as diameter? What do you think? Number 2, is a diameter a chord? And number 3, is a chord a diameter? So based from our discussion, what will be your answer? Number 1, is a chord the same as diameter? No. Number 2, is the diameter a chord? Yes. And number 3, is a chord a diameter? No. Okay, so if you are going to observe the 3 circles or the 3 figures given, so the first figure shows a diameter. The second figure shows a radius. And the third figure shows an example of a chord. Again, the diameter, it passes through the center of the circle. Next, the radius, one of its endpoint is on the circle and the other one is the center of the circle. While the chord, the endpoints are on the circle and it does not pass through the center of the circle. Next term is an arc. So an arc is an unbroken part of a circle. So the two distinct points on a circle that divides the circle into two parts are called arcs. So there are 3 types of arcs. The first one is the semicircle. So semicircle is an arc measuring 1/2 of the circumference of a circle. So it is named using 3 points on the circle or 3 capital letters. Again, it is named using 3 points or 3 capital letters. So the example here, so given circle O and then we have points M, P, N, and L. So those are the points on this circle. Now, you are going to look for the semicircle. So that is having a diameter, which is LP. Then you are going to name these arcs using 3 points. So we have arc LMP or PML, and the other one is arc LNP or arc PNL. In the semicircles, there are 2 arcs that are equal in measure. Next, number 2, we have the minor arc. So it is an arc that measures less than a semicircle. So it is named using 2 points on the circle or two capital letters. Again, it is named using 2 points or two capital letters, and the measure is less than a semicircle. So let us see the figure given. So the same figure of the circle. So we have circle O. So using minor arcs, you are going to name two capital letters or 2 points. So we have arc LM or ML. So if you are going to name it, if it is clockwise direction, then you are going to name the in a clockwise direction. So we have arc LM, arc MP, arc PN, and arc NL. Next, number 3, we have the major arc in an arc that measures greater than a semicircle. So it is named using 3 points on the circle or three capital letters. Again, the measure is greater than the semicircle. And then you are going to name the major arc using 3 points or three capital letters. So using this figure, we have circle O. The same points, we have point L, M, P, and N. So if you're going to name major arcs, so if you are going to use point L, then in a clockwise direction, we have arc L, M, and then N. You are not going to use P because if you are going to name as LMP, then it is a semicircle. So more than or greater than the semicircle. So we have arc LMN. The other one is arc MNL. And next is we have arc PNM. Next, we have the central angle. So central angle is an angle whose vertex is the center of the circle. So it passes through 2 points on the circle, which divides the circle into two arcs, a major arc and a minor arc. So again, central angle, an angle whose vertex is the center of the circle. So let us see the figure given. After this, we have the inscribed angle. So an angle whose vertex is on a circle and whose sides contain chords of the circle. Again, so inscribed angle, an angle whose vertex is on a circle and whose sides contain chords of the circle. So given an example of inscribed angle, so angle CDE is the inscribed angle of circle O. So the chords are on the circle. So we have line segment CD and line segment ED. Okay, so that's all for today. So I hope you'll learn a lot about circles and its parts, especially identifying the given figures using radius, diameter, the inscribed angle, the central angle, the arcs. We have the minor arcs, major arcs, and the semicircles, and also the chord. Okay, so if you like this video, you may um, hit the notification bell for the next videos to be uploaded and click subscribe for more updates. Thank you and have a great day.